and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
Fires and picked off. He's at the 40. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll be stopped short of the goal line. They went for two, hoping to vault on top, but they're still sitting a single point behind. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Still running at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 14, Oregon 6.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you fail. Now this defense defense better step up and respond.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
He'll try to do it himself. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that one's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Oh, he's looking to throw. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The run from the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Now improvising. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 21, Oregon 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Going to try to get it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Johnson. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Coming after it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Here comes that Alabama offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.